Hey, what's going on, family? All praises to the Most High. I pray that everybody's having a day, a good day, because God is a good God, But I understand that certain things happen that come to distract you, frustrate your day, But He woke you up this morning, and He started you along your way. There's a lot of people that didn't wake up, a lot of people that have issues and problems, and chose to revel in those issues and problems. But be thankful, because the situation can always be worse. But I thank God that your situation will get better. So there's a lot of traffic right now. So I don't know if you can hear me, but it's just it's not a reaction video. It's just a video where I'm basically giving honor. All praises belong to God. You see, all glory belongs to God. So this is not a video. I'm gonna kind of wait until I get down here, so it won't be too much traffic. So this video is basically to give praise and admiration to God, but to acknowledge other camps, but mainly to acknowledge IUIC. And I'm acknowledging IUIC, not for clout. I'm not doing this for clout, for myself to get clout, or to gaslight anybody, or to get likes, or to get favoritism. My Father is with me, okay? So I'm already favored, okay? But there's a lot of things that are going on that we don't understand. There are a lot of things that are happening because we refuse to humble ourselves, you see? So as an individual, thank you, I'm acknowledging IUIC for everything that they do. All the good that they do, helping in the community, and also the good that they do by allowing God to use them to bring our people out of their sin and bring their people out of their situation and condition by allowing God to use them, okay? Because there's, and I'm not trying to compare them to the Christian church, because there's a total, complete opposite of comparison, you see? Because the Christian church makes millions. Not just millions, but billions each year. And most of the churches, I'm not saying all, have done very little to help in our community, And even within Christianity, a lot of people still live particular lifestyles that are not not indicative, or are still immoral, you see? And they still condone and accept, thinking that Christ accepts their immoralness, you see? And still thinking that they should not keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments. You see, so as an individual, even though I'm just starting to camp, and it's just me, and it don't mean that it starts with me necessarily or ends with me. I have a particular work catered to the way God wants me to operate, and that shouldn't be compared to anyone else. So yes, I'm here to work with IUIC. You see, I'm also here to listen to what's right. You see, and to adhere to what's right. But Christ is above every man. Understand that? Okay? And every man is above every woman. You see? And the women are above all the children. You see? But the only one that Christ has to answer to, and that's God, his Father. Okay? But that does not mean, because when Christ was here the first time, He went and learned from the Jews, from leadership. You see? So Christ is not excused from at humbling himself. Why? Because Because he came to not make himself equal to God, you see, but to make himself a servant, you see. So also too, I give big ups to Bishop Nathaniel. Now I don't do that for clout. I'm not doing this for clout. I'm not doing this for likes. I'm not doing this for for vainglory. You understand? I'm doing this because it's right, because the Bible says, esteem yourself better than your brother. Esteem yourself better than others. Esteem others. My apologies. I apologize. I mean to esteem others better than yourself. You see? Esteem others better than yourself. Esteem your brother better than yourself. And even if your brother offend you, you see, forgive him. Because if you're not willing to forgive your brother, you see, then how can you be of your Father which of heaven? So excuse that other little part. The other little part, I didn't mean to say it that way. I meant it the opposite way. So I meant, to esteem others better than yourself, to esteem your brother better than yourself, which is to see yourself as your brother. You see? So I don't come against IUIC. I stand with them wholeheartedly, 100%. See? So I'm not doing this for them to like me. I'm not doing this for them to accept me. I'm not doing this because I want to appear to be right. Because I am righteous. I am perfect. Because I'm perfect like my Father in heaven, as I strive for perfection. You see? So this don't have anything to do. This is also, this don't have anything to do with how other camps and how other people think. Okay? Because I care less. But this is about how I project and be an example of Christ. You see what I'm saying? So this ain't gonna be long, but the Bible say, hey, the bishop, if he's done well, shall be honored with double honor, right? You know, not exactly that same way, but let me see. Let me get the scripture. Yeah. So the Philippians 2 and 3, my bad. The Philippians 2 and 3 is where we supposed to what? Esteem our brother better than ourselves. Okay? All right? Hold up 1 second. 1 Timothy 5:17 and 18. The elders who are worthy or who rule the congregation of the church, if they are worthy, they should have what? Double honor. You know what I'm saying? They should be honored. They should have double honor. So I give double honor over to who? I honor Bishop Nathaniel. I honor you. All praises, I honor you. I honor all the elders, all the deacons, all the captains, all the soldiers, and everybody in between who's doing the work of the Lord, who's doing the work of God. And also what? Any other camp that is doing right, that is keeping the laws and commandments of God and loving their brother. Hey, I'm with you. I stand with you. But I give number 1 to IUIC for all the work they have done. So I am not apologetic, okay? I think that my brothers and sisters that are Christians, my brothers and sisters that are Muslim, hey, I love them in solidarity. That don't mean that we supposed to, follow after their doctrine, you see? Okay? But what I say is that we should love our brothers, okay? And that's all I'm saying. Should we apologize for what's right? No, we shouldn't apologize for what's right. But we should what? Love in, not love in secret, but what? But we should love indeed. We should love our brother considerately above ourselves, okay? To show the love of God, to show the love of Christ, okay? So that's all that I'm saying. So everyone that is doing right in the eyesight of God, big ups to you. I support you. I'm not, as an individual, I'm not jealous. I'm not hateful, because the Bible only says, let me go there, where it talks about you only should do what you can do. You see, don't try to do more than what you can do. So I'm not necessarily jealous because someone can do more. You see, because that's what God has given that person. That's what God has given them to do. You have a whole lot of people who get jealous because they want the spotlight. They want vainglory, so whatever they doing, they ain't doing it for the right reason. So I'm saying what I'm saying because I stand with the people of God. I'm here to serve the people of God. I'm here to what? Give myself, you see what I'm saying, as a sacrifice for my brother, because I stand with my brother. You see? So let me get that scripture real quick. So in Ecclesiasticus, or we call it Sirach, in Apocrypha, it states that we shouldn't be trying to overachieve or do more than what we can do within our ability. We all learn different, we all understand different, we all move at different paces. So we have to be thankful to God to what? Give praises to our brothers who are able to move out and do things within their ability, because God gave them that skill or gave them that mindset or gave them that ability to be able to do certain particular things, okay? But you have to look within yourself and see whatever it is that God has given you. So I'm not trying to You say, I'm not trying to move. I'm not trying to do more than what's in my ability to do. You see, I'm only able to do what I'm able to do out of the what? The strength of God. You see, not the strength of my own. When you try to do things out of the strength of your own, that's where we mess up. Okay? So I'm only trying to move, and I'm only what? Trying to, because his strength, right? His strength is made perfect in my weakness, okay? That's what Paul said. So I'm weak, but yet I am strong, but I am only strong because of what? God. You see? So it's God makes me strong. You see? So we have to give our praises to the Most High and praise others, bless others, be thankful to others, rely on others, that God has given them ability to be able to do certain particular things, not be jealous of our brother, not be hateful toward, not be envious toward our brother. So, like I say again, I support IUIC and other camps alike. So I'm not one of those people or one of those apologists or other people in other different denominations that hate their brother. Why? Because if they saying that they love God, you see what I'm saying? Then they will have to show the love of God. You see, which I am showing the love of God. You see, which is what? Loving your brother. You see, so I understand sometimes we do reaction videos. People do videos for the wrong reason, and I understand sometimes they do what? Some people do righteous rants, or they call out particular things. You see what I'm saying? That are wrong. So then we have to learn how to humble ourselves and listen to what's right if it's constructive criticism. So if there's anything that I have done to cause my brother to stumble, or cause my brother to fall, or made it look wrong, or made, for whatever reason, hey, I apologize. Some people say, well, you don't have to apologize for what's not right. But if I done something, you see, if I did something not knowingly, know that I did something, then I have an obligation, because I'm a child of God, because I'm a son of God, you see, I have an obligation to be an example to show that what? I love my brother, you see? So I will be remiss to sit up here and be what? And stay arrogant and stay prideful and stay what? Be egotistical. I will be wrong. So I stand with IUIC. I stand for what they stand for. You see what I'm saying? Never give up. Never give in. Just remember, David was never a part of the army, even though he was the king. You see? So it's okay. You know, everybody don't have to win the same way. Some people win in different ways. But see, it took David to what? David had to fight the giant. You see, even though others was a part of the army, that didn't mean that they shouldn't have been part of the army. That don't mean that they didn't have a role. That don't mean that they didn't have a role to play. You see, but David, God saved David. It wasn't that he was looking for the giant. You see, David wasn't looking for the giant. David was minding his business. He was doing what he was supposed to do because his father Jesse, you see what I'm saying, issued him to be what? The shepherd boy, you see? And he told him to go and bring food to his brothers. So all he was doing was to bring in food. But his brothers got mad at him because they thought he was trying to what? They thought he was trying to stick his nose in something that had nothing to do with him. But it did have something to do with him. Why? It's because what? The Philistine army was disrespecting their God. You see? And nobody else would stand up for God, even though they were soldiers. You see what I'm saying? But because David had the heart of God, you see, he stood up with no fear. He stood up with courage. He stood up to defend the name of God. And in return, God defended him. You see? So what I'm saying is, even though it may seem like I'm not a part of IUIC, I am. And I esteem them above myself. I esteem them higher than myself. So you can like it or you cannot like it. You can hate it or you cannot hate it. It's your trust. It's your choice. You see? People choose to do what they want to do. I'm choosing to what? Love my brother. I'm choosing to esteem my brother. So this is big ups to IUIC and any other camp. I'm not down in any other camp that does right or any other camp that's doing what? The will of God. You see what I'm saying? So I know it seems like because it's just me and I'm just getting started and I'm trying to do the best that I can do is, hold up. I'll be remiss to say, you know what I'm saying, that I would be jealous because some people would think that you are jealous because you can't what? You can't invoke or get the people on your side to listen to you. It's okay. There was a lot of people to come and people received Christ gladly. There was a lot of people that didn't want to hear Christ. You see what I'm saying? So then sometimes they may not hear Christ, but they may hear you. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes the devil try to what? Exploit you or make you look bad. So what? People won't give their trust and loyalty to you. You see what I'm saying? But you have to understand that the devil is the worst of them all. He's the most wicked one. But he want to what? Project to everybody else that he's the perfect angel. So then that's why he what? He projects to other people that you are evil. He projects to other people that you are sinful. That's why he wants you to do the wrong thing. That's why he don't want you to do the right thing. So then what? The devil can project to everybody else that you're wrong and you're bad and you're evil, but you're not. You're righteous. You see? Because he don't want what? He don't want people on his side. That's why the devil like to bribe people. You see what I'm saying? Oh, come worship me. I give you this. I give you that. Why? Because he want people to see him as something that he not. You see? And that's the reality. I'm not doing what I'm doing. I'm not bribing nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving nobody anything. You see what I'm saying? To what? Try to make me look good. But what? I help and I support. I support IUIC. You see? With my funds. And then some people would say, I'm not giving my funds just because I'm trying to prove that, you see, that just because I'm giving this, they should bow to me or they should, adhere to what I have to say. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm doing. I'm doing it because it's an opportunity to help. You see what I'm saying? These people are going all over the world preaching the true gospel of God, you see? So whatever I've been able to do or been able to give, it's a blessing, you see? Yeah, I wish that I could go and preach the gospel, with them on the street corner. I wish that I could, go around the world and, preach the true gospel, you see what I'm saying, to the world. But it's okay. You see, I'm not a sore loser. I'm not a loser. If God's people win, they win anyway. You see, as long as they win. I don't have to win to make other people feel like they lost. You see what I'm saying? But then if they won, I won too. You see? Why? Because they won. The people I love won. See? So then that's what sacrifice, that's what Christ did. He gave his life. You see what I'm saying? He gave his life for his brother. So it looked like he didn't win. But then his people won. Why? Because he gave him an opportunity. You see? He gave him an opportunity. So then that's the reality. I don't want to prolong this too long. So I love my brothers in solidarity. Yeah. If I'm able to do something with them, cool. If I'm not, God be the glory. God be the glory. God be the glory. Peace.